Hello everyone and welcome. Give me a moment to just go ahead and start sharing the stream. I've got a herd bias right now as we're doing this. Got 36 people online. We also got an incoming tornado right now, so we're gonna just head this way. Oh, and not run into a rock. Let's see. Probably staying next to the ocean is our best bet. So if we land in the water, we will stay alive. Oh, keep in mind, they still have auto revive on for another, oh, what is it? Maybe 16 hours or so. That's how long they'll have auto revive on, just so everyone can log into the creatures they've been growing on the other edited map they were hosting. Oh boy. Hopefully the tornado despawns before it reaches me. I love that they choose this foliage a lot. I really love these. They need to be used more often. Oh god, it's a baby roaring. Oh, frozen a little bit. The game do be doing the things. Supposedly the server was just at 40 people just a moment ago. And it's what, a Tuesday? That's crazy. This server is really doing good on the first week it's opened up. Kind of goes to show, I remember on Walking with Dinosaurs Realism, they would fill up their server to 100. So there is a community of people that is enough to fill up a Realism server. So there are people out there. It's just getting them all into one server once again, like the old days. Oh, this map looks so nice. They did a really good job. I really love these rainforest ideas that they bring up, like the templates and the ideas they come up with on like what plants to put together to make it really feel like a actual biome that probably could have existed or is existing today. This looks really nice. The trees may be blocking my view of the tornado, so I'm just staying over here making sure that the tornado goes away. So when I look over that way, I'm still having a major FPS drop. So I'm guessing the tornado is still there. Yeah, I think it is. So I'm gonna stay over here. I think I need to turn down my my quality to performance so that I can more easily play the game, have a higher FPS. Okay. It turns down the quality of how it looks, but it's just enough. It's going to be fine. Although, hang on, it didn't change my FPS really too much. It's going to have to be some of my other settings here. I want to go hunt that herd, but I gotta make sure that tornado is gone. I also heard a Karch and another Rex, an adult Rex over there too. I know, I'm trying out a new build. I'm going balanced only because they just upped the amount of talent points you can have on this server. So I thought, why not? I was kind of banking on it get Bruiser Inherit, but that's totally fine. The cap on this server for Rex is somewhere around like 2.8 or something like that. So, is that a creature over there, or what is that? Or someone knocked over something. Make sure I don't get ambushed here. Sounds like we got a Chenyu around us here. Doesn't look like it wants to hang out. There's a Chrono over here, though. Heyo. Oh, two Chronos. Well, I ain't going in the water on this Rex. I'm too small. Someone just exited the water. Where are you? Did you cross? Did I miss you? Where are you? Oh, it's a Lurdu and it's over there, I think. What is that? That's not a Lurdu. Oh, is that a beached Chrono? What? That's a freaking... it's the Chrono beaching itself. Why does it sound like footsteps? Well, we got some gores over here. There is a herd, but It's not worth attempting to ambush them right now. Oh, or are they not gores? Yeah, it is gore. I thought it was eggs, but it's salt. Hey, SpongeBob SquarePants, where you at? Hello? SpongeBob? It's a bird somewhere. Gosh, this map's looks so good. They did really good with the placement of this foliage here. It doesn't look so barren. There's another spawn gore right up here. Those parrots really haven't seen me yet? I know for sure there's other carnivores hanging around these paras here. It's just a matter of probably catching them off guard. I think I'd prefer to attack the carnivores. They're just hanging out over there. And don't be afraid, you can feel free to chat and I can answer questions. Oh gosh, these bears they're coming right for me. I think what I'm going to do here is not worry about these paras, and instead I'm going to wait to see what is following them that comes behind them, because I'd rather fight one carnivore instead of 5 or, oh, I guess it's more like 10 paras. Oh, they might sniff me out here, unless they're very blind. That is a lot of pairs. That's more than 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh no, it's exactly 10. It's actually 11. Do you not see me here? Oh man, they're so blind. Whatever gore there is, it's unreachable. Or it's an egg, I can't tell. Hopefully that para doesn't run into another predator up here. If it does, oh well. Then I guess I can challenge for a gore here. Ah, I see a little spawn gore up here. Like, I'm barely hungry, so it don't matter to me. Let's go ahead and take this and pick a spot. Quick glance to make sure no one's just sitting in the brush watching me. There is a chance that other adult Rex could be up here holding this place as their own, but we'll see. I'll just collect every gore over here that I see. It must be an Apado, I hear. Can tell by the way of how slow their footsteps are. It's definitely an Apado. These are kind of things you learn after playing Bob way too much. You know every single character's footstep sounds just by how fast they move. And of course, all of the sounds they make. You learn the scent clouds, all that fun stuff. What is that? That's just a fruit tree. Where is the Appa? Excuse me, snake. Coming over here, gonna steal my gore, huh? Don't think so. What are you doing hanging out over here? I purposely made sure not to bite you, but okay. I guess you hang out up there. Go ahead, be my guest. I can't do anything about it. But just know, I let you live. Little... Almost forgot to make sure I don't... I watch my language, because I'm live streaming. Trying to be family friendly, guys. That's how we are here. Hey, Ultra Yoda, how you doing? Not sure if I've seen you before in the chat. Nice to see ya. Gosh, what is intimidating me? It can't be that snake, right? Unless the Appa's really close and it has a lot of inten. No, I don't think so. It'd be kind of wild if the snake is intiming me. Let's just go check this guy out just to see how big he is. A big old Megaraptor is on. Must be a pack. There's at least 2. And Appas. There's got to be at least 2 Appas from what it sounds like as well. I see 1 for sure. I ain't gonna hurt you, buddy. I'm just checking you out. Where's your other friend? I swear I hear these Megaraptors right by me. Sounds like one of these Megaraptors does not have sneaky. That's a little concerning because that means it's combat survival, or maybe it just... Unless it didn't get sneaky in its speed tree, but that would be silly. Well, they're hanging out up here with some meat. What do we think? Think we could take them on? Challenge them for their gore? Hey, Gildan! Yes, I do remember you. We were hanging out in Valachi's stream when he was streaming the live testing of Caprosuchus. It's nice to see you, actually. That's awesome. Oh, thank goodness. I thought the gore was out of reach. Oh, I guess their big leader isn't online right now. Those were 2 smaller ones. I'm sorry, Appa. I don't mean to bother you. I'm chill for now. You'll have to excuse how my live stream has a 1 minute delay, just to help a tiny bit in case someone wanted to metagame on me or something. But either way, this is a password protected server, so I don't see someone applying to play in a specific server made to help protect you from, you know, those kinds of things, metagaming and toxicity. I don't see people purposely watching me to metagame too much, so. But it does help a little bit. Oh, I better go ahead and fill up my water. I'm a tiny bit thirsty. That Karchar might still be around, and I haven't heard the other Rex yet for a while. Ever since I logged in. So I don't know. We'll see. The Karchar might move along, but whoever's playing that Rex is probably hanging out over in that direction, but they could always come over towards me if they run out of food where they are. If some Mega Raptors were to try my Rex, honestly, it'd be a 50-50. Truly. I have somewhat of a good turn radius when I crouch, but still, the Mega Raptors is still better than this. So, who knows? Who knows? We won't know until it happens. Ultra Yoda, what do you think of the new island? Feels a bit small to me from what I've played. People be everywhere. Yeah, it definitely feels that way, depending on the population that you got on a server. So on this server, there's about 36 people. So instead of playing a full-size map where if we have just 36 to 40 people, we're not going to really run into people very much. When we play on a smaller map like this, it actually feels more full, so it's actually really nice. But if somehow the server started getting upwards of, you know, 60 and above, then it would feel a little full, for sure. But we will see. They've got different maps made, so if it came to that it felt overpopulated, the server will probably switch maps to a slightly bigger one, or they might add in more land. Cause, oh, that's a baby Karchar. Hope Karchas aren't nesting right by me. That would not be good. I'm definitely dying to a pair of Karchars. Your little Chainyu's chirping over there. Let's see. My food isn't going down too fast, so we're doing okay. So in this server, usually when you're playing Rex, because there's certain rules and profiles here on this server, Rexes, you're supposed to tend to hunt more at night instead of during the day. You can still technically hunt if you're really, starving. There's specific things you'd go for. Oh gosh. Maybe it's just a baby that's by itself. Let's go check it out. So that big old yellow scent cloud mixed in with that red, the yellow scent is the Appa's scent cloud of where it's walked recently, within the past like 10 seconds. There's some gore right here in front of me. This red cloud. Okay, there's definitely two Appas. I just never found the other one. Oh, this is starting to go bad. I do have 1 point in the forager, so I can eat slightly bad food, but only slightly bad. So that means this says beginning to go bad. So if you have 1 point in the forager, you can go ahead and eat that and you'll be safe. Which, yeah, usually has a orange cloud. Here's some more gore here, but I'm not hungry right now. Continue. Now when anyone's playing Chain Yu, so technically, if we lay down and sleep here, per the profile, the player should come and clean a sleeping Rex and not feel scared of me. There he is. See? Oh my god, it's so tiny. I also heard a Karch get up right by me, so we're gonna have to get up, see where he is. That was very close. We're gonna crouch. It's always best to not be seen and to see them first, whoever it is that's around you. Yeah, Gildan, those that we passed, those are Potosaurus. Brontosaurus will have the long bumps on their necks and on their tails. Unless that one did and I didn't notice. Is it a reference to Avatar: The Last Airbender? Could you let me know your full question about that? I'm not quite sure what you mean. Okay, somehow the Karches are actually this way now. Or I must have heard wrong. Maybe I just heard it wrong. So I thought they were this way. sure where this carch is. Oh, Acro's this way. Oh, I see what you mean there. No, so for Apatosaurus, a lot of people just call them APA for short because of the first letters of their scientific name. That's it. I never really thought of it that way though. I hear my cats behind me playing with something they're probably not supposed to. Yeah, it is actually kind of hard to find people because of the foliage, even though I can hear people all around me. Because they made the map so dense with foliage, it's actually. Oh. I meant to press the 3 call there, but, fat fingered the 4 call, which is a forfeit call. That's kind of silly. I hope that guy is wondering what the heck just happened to him right there. Well, funny, I keep finding the appas and the small megaraptors, but I can't find what's supposed to be the other apex carnivore next to me somewhere in this forest. Very interesting. He must be camouflaged or something. Or I'm just blind? Not sure. I've been sniffing and I don't smell any scent trails. So. One thing about this pond here that I'm next to is Chronos and Mosas and all that can get in through a hole in the bottom there, so there's always the chance of getting grabbed there that I'm very aware of. I could get grabbed by a giant prehistoric fish and just drown to death. That chrono keeps getting on land there. Oh, that chrono has a big gore. That looks delicious, but I am not going in the water to fight for that gore. Maybe that's where the Karchar went. I think it's just me and the Megaraptors over here now. I think the Paras might have crossed over. check up here for some fresh gore. I think I smell some. Oh, my FPS has finally gone from 18 to 43. Thank goodness. It must have just been the storm. Maybe. This is okay. Not too bad. Now the Para's definitely crossed over, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's where I'm hearing them from. Yeah, I think so. Or maybe that's what the chrono got, was a para when they were crossing the water. I'm not sure. Oh, I hear something big around me. In front of me. Just trying to find it in this undergrowth. It's a little tricky. Okay, so Karchar is that way. There, you see there's a purple scent trail up here. Weavinator. Or as the Bob community calls them, the Wees, Weehees, or unfortunate Wiener nickname as well. Those poor players. He jumped back down that way. And went to my right. There must be two Karchars. That's what it sounds like over there. I'm just gonna go ahead and let out a roar. I had on the baby roar, that's why I sounded so weak. That's better. That is so much better. Oh. Did you see that? The chrono is dolphin diving up and over the water surface here with the giant gore in its mouth. I wouldn't put the past the chronos to be going through the tunnel and into the cave underneath this water source I'm drinking at right now. There's the other Rex. my honest opinion about the Jurassic World Rebirth trailer, I'm definitely excited for it, and yet a little weirded out about it. Now, of course, I will say, I have always wanted them to finally put in hybrids and whatnot into the Jurassic movies. But I don't know. The D-Rex is very odd. It is very odd looking. It does have that scare factor, and I know that's what they wanted. But oh, gosh. I like it, but I also don't. I'm very mixed. I'm very mixed. There's a lot of apex predators over here. I see the Rex. They're unsure if they want to approach me. I wonder if they're male or female. Yeah, they're crouching away. I'm gonna bring up the Rex profile when it comes to if I wanted to make eggs with another Rex player. We have a routine called courtship that we have to follow. So let me take a look at that real quick. I love my little pile of bones I got going on here. It's looking real nice so far. Yeah, those Karchars are really being loud, huh? Okay, let's see. It says that it begins with the females, which I am playing a male right now. And they would create a stage and they would be broadcasting to get me to approach them. So that's most likely another male, I'm guessing. Unless it's just a passing by female. Let's see. If I'm interested, I would go to her location, approaching quietly and carefully. And if spooked, she would be able to attack me, but wouldn't yet kill me. Once noticed and I approached the female, I just lower my head, crouched, and if she wants to accept me, then she'll allow me to approach. Then obviously if she doesn't want me to, she's gonna 3-call. She also might attack me. Now, let's see. If she is thinking that she wants to go ahead and join my group here and have some offspring, what we would do is we would stand face to face, raise our heads, and do a little rumble. Kind of makes me think of Prehistoric Planet, if you ever watched that. Now, the female will then begin to aggress me. So she would probably three call me, one to call me, and she would circle me. Now, I would have to stand still, even if she bites at me. And if I'm successful at showing how I'm not going to flinch, etc., then we would go ahead and proceed into a bonding process. And if I fail, the female may nip me once or twice before walking away, leaving me to lick my wounds. Now, before we actually make any eggs, we would have to, over the course of a few days, hunt together and establish a territory. Now, if I am to provide food to the female consistently, then we will bond for life until we die. And after those 3 days, we're able to go ahead and mate. Oh, if at the end of the 3-day period in game, if she's not happy with me, she can kill me. I think I missed that fine print when I chose to grow a Rex here as a male. Though to be fair, I was nested, so... Okay. This'll be fun. This'll be fun. Now, so me, I would provide my partner with a secure cave, with a nest, suitable cover for the young. Now, once she lays the eggs, we will swap tasks until the moment the young disperses. So I would be the caretaker. Okay. At any point during bonding, a male may be challenged for his female. Okay, so if other males come around to me and my partner. Now, my partner would select who is more appealing, whether by appearance, being larger or stronger, seemingly. And she would kill our children if we had any. It is a rough life. Taking care of the babies. Let's see. The males will raise the young, and the females will take care of guarding the territory and hunting and providing. When females secure a hunt, they'll usually be broadcasting a Brenus to the kill. He'll broadcast back. Now, sometimes me, the father, I would abandon eggs or sickly young sometimes. The females would follow the scent of the eggs or hatchlings and eat them for sustenance. When the babies mature, I would be the one to challenge them out of the territory and force them to disperse. Now, my partner would allow the babies time to leave before returning to me to continue our usual just hanging out and bonding kind of thing. So yeah, well, that's pretty interesting. So this could be a rough life for me, being the male. Definitely seems like being a female is the better option. But hey, we'll see how many people are males and how many people are playing females on this server. But honestly, I more so wanted to main herbivores on this server because I don't mind dying and just being food for someone's animal to keep growing, for them to have a big gourd to raise their offspring on. I really don't mind it at all, so. But we chose to take a Rex egg one day, and now I grew attached, and now I must play him. Yeah, Gildan, like a lioness, where she is the hunter and provider. But except the male does have the duty of taking care of the babies, so staying with them, he keeps them in his sight. They don't leave him. Because if they do, there's a chance that probably their mother could eat them. She might not recognize them if they're not with me. She would probably assume I abandoned them and that they're sickly, so she can eat them. Okay, it's becoming nighttime, so now is when we are a little more active and we would go hunting. Now, do we want to go check out the Karchars and Acros over this way? The only problem is we are alone. You're going to grow an Appa and a Sai? I have both Appa and Sai. I hope to main Sai. I'm growing a male. And unfortunately, recently mine died. I grew my Sai to 1.4. And I thought I safe logged, but I didn't. I was going to take care of baby Dibble. And I'm not sure if someone killed me or I died of drowning. I'm not sure. But in any case, so now I gotta regrow a Sai, which I don't mind. Yep, Lurdu's nice too. I got myself a Lurdu as well. Lurdu's really fun. It helps you get around a lot easier. Alright, we gotta figure out where these guys are. I think I just saw a baby. Just now. Go over the hill up there. There might be adults though. I feel like it's alone, but I don't feel like going up over that hill because there's a line of sight area I can't see. There might be someone waiting to ambush me, so I'm gonna go the long way. Oh, I didn't realize we were fat. I hear that other Rex roaring over there. I like this area of the map. This is really nice. I think I was here earlier today on my para. Okay, so we're taking a big circle around, and then we're gonna go this way. Kind of want to see what our neighbors are and what they're doing, how many there are, just to gauge what kind of threat is around us right now. Hey, I hear a Sai. Yeah, animal behavior has always been really fun for me. I've always enjoyed watching nature documentaries, especially a lot about, you know, lions and tigers and wolves. The three obvious main ones that everyone loves to, you know, watch. Their lives are very fascinating. Oh, finally, I see the scent trail of the acro and it's all the way up there. Do we want to commit and follow this guy, or we go back to our home? I kind of want to explore a little bit, so maybe we'll go ahead and follow this guy. I hear something. It could be that sigh, though. That's definitely acro. Yep. Where is he? He's up there. He's gotta be. This to me is the most fun part about these survival games, is the stealth of the hunt is one of the greatest adrenaline boosters. Oh, is he coming down? I need to hide behind this bush. I see him finally. You see him up there moving? He might see me. The foliage might not be rendered in at this distance for him. Fortunately, he might see me right now. Okay. He can't see me past a rock, though. I feel like he's looking towards where he heard the other Rex. Let's see. What is he doing? Is he gonna come down this way or not? Always make sure there's not someone ambushing me. I wish he would come down. That's a really good spot he's at. He can see anyone coming. If I just start rushing towards him right now, he just gets away. So it's best to be patient and to see what happens. You can hear the parrots over there. I can attempt to move this way. But I think he's gonna come down. Oh, he went up that way. Now I wish I would have went up there. He might see me if he's got really good field of vision right now. Let's see. I'm so sorry, Ultra Yoda. I didn't know that was you. Oh, that was rough. That was rough. I don't know if Ultra Yoda is in here anymore, but... Oh, I'm so sorry. Ooh. A little bit of adrenaline rush there. Sometimes my hand tends to get a little shaky, but that time I kept it pretty still, so that's really nice. And we got a nice kill. Now, if there was someone playing female Rex right now, I could use this as kind of a bargaining chip to not get eaten. We're gonna go ahead and try to heal all of this up before we move back to where we were. Rest in peace, my guy. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, I know. I'm sure that was a terrible jump scare. This game is good at that when you're especially tabbed out of games like this. Oh, I feel that. I know that feeling. So that's why my heart goes out to you. We're gonna one call to see if that Rex will answer. So I still gotta figure out if that person playing Rex is a male or female still. I do appreciate the good sportsmanship, thank you. We're all just trying to have fun and trying to survive. The score will help me not only if I do want to have some Rex eggs, but if the Karches come over to my territory, the score will probably save my life. And then I am still kind of worried a little bit about the Megaraptors. If they get a full pack and if they have their big leader on, there would be some serious consequences, I think, if they caught me in the open. I don't know if this is the Rex, but I'm going to try to show them I have a gore here. Oh no, I think it's the Megaraptors. That was the Megaraptors. That fat plant is having a little rave party there. Oh, thank you for stopping that. Are those Megaraptors or are those... Those are two little Karches. 3 little Karches. Okay, so if I heard right, did I hear the Rex behind me that way? Right? Let's just go that way. This is technically where a territory in this area. So let's go to the back of it this way to see if that other Rex is at the border of it. Oh my lordy rib cages. Oh, that's meant to simulate some sort of old like carcass or something that's placed down by the map editors. Looks pretty cool. That's true, Ultra Auto revive is on, thankfully. That makes me feel a little less bad. Well, I don't smell anyone over here. So I'll just go back up to my little cave. Oh, we can get a drink of water from here. This is safe from Mosas and Chronos. If that Rex isn't going to show up so I can learn who they are, I could finish up the score, just be a chunky boy, and switch to Para and play with the herd. It looks like there's only 3 of them are Paras right now. I feel you. Raptors are so popular, they're overly popular. They are great, but I don't know. I mean, they're not the best, but to each their own. Yeah, yeah, for sure, Gildan, for sure, I agree. I'll go ahead and get full on this score here. Oh, I am chunky boy. Let's have a little snooze. Actually, this is a good timing for just to read some of the rules for if there's anyone that's interested that either is watching now or watches later that isn't actually in the server. Let me go find that real quick. Okay. Found the combat rules and all of that. Let's see. On this server, some creatures can get up to 3.0. It all depends on what you're playing. Some of them have a smaller growth cap than that. Global chat's disabled. You're supposed to do your best to not metagame. Now, when it comes to accounts, you're allowed to have multiple accounts on the server, but you can only play on one account at a time. So obviously, don't be playing both a Rex and a Para at the same time on 2 accounts on the server. Now it is permadeath with character slots. Now you can freely reincarnate all your creatures. And you can resurrect creatures, but you cannot resurrect apexes or slain creatures, which you're only ever going to have something slain if you did like a major rule break. From what I hear, they're very understanding here and are more likely to give just a reminder like, oh, by the way, this is the rule and this is what you're supposed to do. Endgame groups. Let's see. You'll follow certain group limits and whatnot, whatever is indicated in the profiles. Now, yeah, exploits and metagaming. No exploiting or metagaming. You wouldn't self-feed yourself on this server. You wouldn't be terrain meshing. You wouldn't be mix packing. The only time you can quote unquote mix pack is if you have a creature you're playing that mobs, where you have two groups of the same creature joining together to hunt a very large or huge creature. Staff, of course, can't use tags to locate players to hunt. They'll be able to tell by looking at the logs to make sure staff are following rules. Yada yada yada, la 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 la. Let's see. When it comes to the profiles, you do your best to behave realistically at all times. Now, a profile's key subsections, so the limits, behavior, notes, dimorphism, and nesting are all mandatory. Some other aspects of profiles you can deviate from minimally, just for the sake of being more unique, being an individual, because no two animals, no two person is the same. Now, there are some creatures where you can imprint on another species. So say you're an orphaned baby para, maybe you imprint on a passing by Cycania. You've got no parental figure, you see them, you're gonna follow them, you can imprint on them and hang out with them. Now there's certain like schedule tags of when you hunt, when you court, etc., when you sleep, and those are pretty easy to learn the more often that you play realism servers. Over time it's just the same throughout every server. Appearance and skin design, so you do your best to look realistic, that you think the animal would look, and a lot of profiles have indicators on what you're going to look like so that you're not accidentally misgendered. And when it comes to bioluminescence, because that's a thing in this game, shimmer, glimmer, war paint, they don't count as inherently neon, and they can be used, but really you need to make sure those areas are being used just for maybe like characters that have crest colors where you would be vibrant. So maybe it would just be, you would only want to use it on a male. You would want certain areas where it would be applied and not others, etc. There is dimorphism for creatures, so like I said, like males will look different than females in many of the creatures. Albinism and melanism are the only mutations with specific shunning behaviors. So those are explained in the profiles. Now, when it comes to tags, so here's the thing, when it comes to only hunting and challenging for food during your active schedule, as during the other part you're supposed to be sleeping. So obviously AI, it can be hunted at any time of the day. Apexes can challenge or hunt other apexes at any time of day. Vulnerable animals may be hunted at any time. So that means you're probably sick, extremely limping, so extremely injured. Maybe you're in the water as a terrestrial, you're going to be considered vulnerable. Now, hatchlings and juveniles are considered huntable at all times as well. Now, during the wet season, which is right now, nocturnal predators are considered cathmeral, and they can hunt during thick fog, during the wet season. During torrential rain and flooding, all predators are considered cathmeral and can hunt at any time. That's good to know. Now, creatures without the cannibalistic tag cannot hunt their own kind. So, like, you wouldn't see ichthyes hunting other ichthyes unless for some reason it had the cannibalistic tag on it. Let's see. No mixed picking except mob scenarios that we talked about. Sick creatures. So if you are sick, you would only initiate a hunt on other vulnerable creatures. So other people that are sick, or if they're vulnerable. Now obviously you can hunt AI. You may not hunt creatures your profile states you fear unless it is on your prey list. Now, when hunting something you fear, it's recommended to behave more cautiously than you would in a typical hunt. Now, juveniles cannot join adults in engagements. Juveniles can still hunt independently, but they won't hunt adult animals. So it's just like if you came across a pride of lions, you're not going to see cubs helping their mothers hunt. They're just not going to, because they're obviously usually hunting big adult animals. The only time you'll see lion cubs hunting is if it's, say, a very injured baby animal that the parents already caught and they're teaching the cubs a lesson in hunting. Or maybe it's a random injured bird, hawk, or vulture, and it's kind of just there suffering on the ground. The lion cub will probably go play cat and mouse with it and try to attempt to hunt on it, quote unquote. Let's see. Aggressive and belligerent carnivores must either hunt or challenge one another when in the same space. So this really adds into the don't just avoid each other just so you can live. Role play it out that you're protecting your territory, or you can't just coexist with other apex carnivores around you and whatnot. Now, herbivore-carnivore interaction. So, Paki and Koa in pure groups are treated like carnivores and can hunt for food from their prey lists. Hello there. I'm just going to scare them a little bit. I'm sorry. But you woke me up. This is your fault. Alright, lay back down. Take our little snooze. Now, let's see. Packs of Weehees, Megaraptors, or different same species packs would not coexist and must challenge each other for the territory. That's good. Personal space can be defended from any individual at a player's discretion. Now, apexes may not coexist unless in a group together must challenge one another. Yep. So I think that other rule covered that. Herbivores may attempt to kill any predator that fails to flee, and they're not required to let them go. But herbivores should not chase for more than 10 seconds or out of line of sight of their herd. Now, animals may attack when provoked, or if otherwise outlined in their profiles. All animals can defend their space and may attack without warning if they feel endangered. So I can't just attempt to pass by a para or an apado and not expect them to think, oh, what if they bite me? They're going to defend themselves, so they are allowed to attack without a 3 call. Combat fairness. So players have 2 minutes to reach an engagement before they are locked out. So say a hunt starts and you're away from your pack and you try to run to them. When a hunt is starting, you have 2 minutes to reach them before you cannot assist. Now, all players do have a 60-second login protection. It cannot be hunted or actively stalked for that time. Now, obviously, there's going to be times where people don't see you log in, and so you'll probably get a revive without the other person having any repercussions, because sometimes you just don't know. Now, no hunts will be initiated 5 minutes before a restart. That's pretty common on many servers, I think. All creatures may defend themselves. Persistent stalking, threatening, or bothering can warrant aggression or violence. Use 3 calls to signify defensive intent. You are not required to 3 call if you're attacked, obviously. Now, do not mass kill. Only kill what you or your pack need to eat. Now, combat logging is prohibited. Do not force respawn in combat. Do not use disconnection exploits to deny food. Now, absolutely no revenge killing and no corpse guarding unless it's specified in your profile. Now, you may only hunt, stalk, steal, or attempt to attack a species once every 15 minutes. Failed and successful engagements start the 15-minute timer. Mobs have a separate timer. Now, if you are to eat any healing materials or sleep during a hunt, it disengages you, so you would not return to the hunt. That's good to have. Now, friendly 2 calls disengage all hunters, but not the hunted. The hunted may become the hunter after disengagement. Now, predators can disengage themselves by leaving line of sight of hunt, but they cannot return to the hunt. Now, hunters are disengaged if they cannot access the prey for more than 30 seconds. So say a megaraptor jumped on top of this arch I'm sleeping under. I can't get to them anymore. I can't hunt them anymore after 30 seconds passes that I can't get them. For endurance hunters, though, so most likely a lot of those guys will be able to jump a little bit, like weehees and megaraptors. Their timer is extended to 2 minutes, where if they can't get to their prey for 2 minutes in an unreachable spot, then the hunt ends. So this makes it so people can't camp you when you're like legitimately trying to log out. I've had this happen to me before. I needed to leave IRL and just people trying to make an engagement take a lot longer than it's supposed to. That was way long ago on a different server. Not this server. I just recently started playing this one. Let's see. Hunts. Get a gore. Yeah, the hunt ends. Blah, blah, blah. simultaneous deaths are not considered a breach of the rules. So say 2 people die at once, that's not a breach of the rules. So don't be on top of your partner. You won't get a revive if you die at the same time as your partner. Gores are not a force field. Having a gore does not guarantee your safety. So player gores offer hunting immunity by default. Now, do not hunt players that have a player gore unless your profile specifies as otherwise. If you find players with a player gore, challenge them instead. Gore protection does not count between terrestrial and aquatic predators. So if I'm a terrestrial and I have a gore and I'm crossing the water or drinking, that aquatic can still hunt me, and vice versa. By default, players may hunt and claim 1 player gore. Additional gores are resultant of profile-specific behaviors. Some animals may still kill creatures even if they have a player gore. I wonder what creature that is. I need to read the other carnivore profiles. Spawn gores may freely claimed and defended. This is optional. Automatically claim whatever you kill or challenge for. Cannot claim a gore you don't specifically challenge for. Oh, scavengers. You may steal whatever you can carry. So this includes eggs, legs, or full gores. If you can pick it up. That's if you are a scavenger. Now, you can attempt to steal more, but only after you've finished consuming the first one that you stole. Nest raiders may choose to steal an egg or juvenile instead. Stealing juvenile applies the 15-minute timer. Eggs don't have a timer. Defenders of a gore egg may hit a scavenger to force them to drop it. This does not initiate an engagement. You may also kill them if they attempt to steal from you, regardless of the claim gore there. Mobs. Mobs are begun by broadcasting to other nearby mob hunters. I would love to join in some mob hunts. That would be really fun. But I also want to be the one that's getting mobbed, so probably playing my Psy or an Apado will most likely be a scenario where I would be hunted by mobs of carnivores. That would be really fun to do. For the sake of engagement, all mobbers are considered a part of the same pack. All involved in the engagement may claim the gore. Afterwards, they must disperse or challenge one another for space. When challenged, all mob hunters may defend their prize. Third partying. So, a predator that is hunting can be hunted while you are hunting. Now, targets of a hunt cannot be hunted by a third party, however. That's considered mixed packing. Now, babies can be third-partied by adult predators at any time. So say the family of acros is hunting an appa and I see their babies. I can go eat their babies while the acros are hunting an appa. Aquatic predators may third-party terrestrial hunts at any time. So say for some reason you're hunting by a water source. Get too close to that water, you can get grabbed. Or for some reason you're swimming and you're hunting. You're not safe. This is realism. And this is the thing of what I don't understand with people disliking realism, is it technically might have more rules, but it's less rules. So there's a lot less of, oh, I'm in a combat with this appa. You can't attack me. It gets really annoying. You don't see that on realism servers. It's a lot less toxic. It's, hey, it's survival of the fittest, buddy. So that's one reason I really like realism servers. Challenges you initiate with a 3 call. That's same with all servers, obviously. Of course, you don't have to accept a challenge. You can just say, leave a gore behind that someone's challenging you for. Challenges can be used to bully other members of your group. You may use duels for these challenges. You may not use duels for any other form of a challenge. Challenges are an optional risk. It is up to a player's discretion to leave a challenge if they feel they cannot win. You will not be reimbursed if you die in a challenge. And the rest is nesting and offspring rules, which is that's not super important right now. Let's go ahead and fill up our water satiation. Let's go over this way so we don't get grabbed by a Moza, shall we? Or bitten in the face by a chrono. And those Megaraptors have definitely made this area their home. So, looks like I'm sharing my place with these raptors. I can hear them giggling. There's still acro around. Let's go fill up our water. Let's see. Do I want to move, maybe? I want to check out what's over here. Possibly take over the cave. The cave honestly would be the best place for me to be right now. Yeah, well, we'll take this in here. And then it can't easily be stolen from me by some Mega Raptors. Alright. Oh, we can't reach the back, so... Oh, let's sit back up. Let's put the gourd down. There we go. Oh, they have some Mega Raptor eggs up right now. Unless they've all been taken and eaten by now. That was 30 minutes ago that they laid 11 eggs. Looks like 3 of them, something happened to 3 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 eggs got taken. So there might be 2 eggs left, it seems. I sure have gotten big. I'm guessing you are my mother, Ashbel Goddess, to my Rex here. Though the growth is very slow right now, so I'm just above 1.2. I sure am eating good though. I'm a big boy. I guess Tough Stomach does help quite a bit with your comfort when you're overfed. I am full fat and my comfort's still at 44. But I know, I'm pretty sure for a fact on many other creatures, if you're full fat, your comfort is at 30. So that's really nice. I'm hoping I can have enough points to go through here one more time, but I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure. Oh, it's Keisha. So then, father? I don't remember which one is my mother, which one is my father, Keisha. I'm just in my cave sleeping away. Didn't mean to do that. Everything's fine. Since the FPS was doing pretty good in this cave, I'm gonna turn up the quality a little bit. Okay, you are the father. Okay, I thought so. Thank you. I was always wondering. How have you been? Been doing good lately? It's nice seeing you around on the game again. I'm guessing maybe things are looking up IRL a little bit. Let's see. I wonder if I could bring something up on the screen for you guys. Sorry about that. I had to put on a delay. Okay, I might be able to bring it up for you guys actually. Okay, let's see. Let's try to find sneak peeks. Here we go. Can you see this? No, you can't. Oh, there we go. I just had to disable streamer mode. So, let's take a look here. Well, that's the Eclipse Caldera. This is Gamera Forest Island canvas. So we've got the Eucalyptus Forest, which is the smaller of the big islands, and you've got the jungle, or this area is the northern jungle, the mainland of the server. Let's kind of zoom in a little bit. Let's see. We've got at the northeast here the Ichthys Archipelago, and this area over here is called the Smuggler's Approach. Cute name. The Den, I believe there's a tiny little shelter right here. Now, going to the mainland, there's the Kier Hollow and the Peak. I think this is where we are right here. We've got the pool here, Kapak Bog. I think that's where we were maining, so we were kind of staying around this area. That's the area we've been seeing. We went all the way to Mount Argon to hunt the acro we scented out. This little island's called Toad Hole. That's cute. We've got the pit, where obviously you're going to find lots of chronos. Scrying Claws is the little island in between the two mainlands. Aberrant Mush? I can't quite read that. Now in the Eucalyptus Forest, there's the Palm Forest, Shen Cove, and Redtooth. I have yet to explore this island here, which I kind of want to do on Para, because I know my Para is over here. Let's see some actual pictures. So here's the northern jungle. This is the Cragged Beach. So this is where we were hanging out on our wrecks, and we saw these 3 Karchars here hanging out. And the Chronos were in here. That's where they made their kill. This is the Deep Jungle, which we've been walking through. The Dreas Pool, which we've drank from a few times. The Kapok Bog, which we were hanging out at originally. And again, there's like a hole where Kronos and Moses can get up and get at you in there. So you got to be careful with that. Let's see. And Thakir Hollow. I think that's below the shelter that we were hanging out at earlier. And Thakir Peak, that's probably somewhere nearby us. That looks really good. This is the Tropical Planer. Very nice looking. So that's the main island. Now, here's some of the outlands. Argon Peak, that looks really nice. High Top Oasis, interesting. And Pindo Forest. I think we've walked through this, actually, unless one of the outlands is using probably the same trees where we were at earlier. Salted Crag Rocks. Woad Bay. This looks really cool in the fog. I like the picture they took of that. Nice. And then here's the second mainland. So here's the second island. Shen Cove. So there's a little shelter here with some water here. They've got the big trees there. Okay, that's nice. I like those type of trees. Oh, I really love this. This is a nice realistic feel here. They did a good job with that. Deep Eucalyptus Forest. Nice. I really like these tree choices here. Even got some birch trees there. And this is Eucal Erosion. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. This is really cool. This is like a natural dam, kind of, but but against the shore. So I guess not a dam, but that looks beautiful. They did a good job. Let's see, Eucalyptus Edge. Look at these rocks. It's not just a boulder, it's a rock, as SpongeBob would say. Flat Top Pygmy Floodplain. Ooh. I would like to hang out around there, especially on if not a Lurdu, Capro when it comes out. And then Secret Cove of Stars. Very nice looking little cave here we got. All right, Here's some of the deep ocean. Serpent jaws. Oh, okay. All right. Then Ancient's resting place. So this is probably at the bottom of the pit, I'm guessing. And they've got some pre-placed rib cages and carcasses down there. The Calcasite Trench. I hope I said that correctly. They're using those green rocky crystals there. It's a pretty good asset. Oh, seagrass stacks. How cute. Can't wait to check out the underwater areas of Lurdu. That's looking nice. It's looking full. It's not looking barren, which is always great. I love this type of seaweed. It's so pretty. That looks really good. I love these sandy, light brown rocks they're using. That just looks spooky, like a chrono's gonna come pop up behind there. I don't like that. I really honestly do not like the deep ocean. I'm a little bit thalassophobic, guys. Not gonna lie. Oh, these look good. The Rival Shores map. This one I have not seen yet. So who knows? Maybe one day we will migrate to this one and try it out if we get enough pop. Oh, that is pretty cool. Okay, we're starting to finally lose our satiation. We're still full fat though. We're going to take this and move. I think it's going to be nighttime soon. You know, I never really loved babies until one day I found out I was pregnant. And then I really loved my baby so much. I can now really appreciate every single baby I see nowadays. I cannot help myself. Babies are adorable. But definitely I love mine the most. Oh, we got someone hanging out on snake over here in our forest. I would love to grow a snake on this server. I'm always afraid to grow snake on officials because they're very cannibalistic. But I'm also saying that, and I still play Rex sometimes on official, which is no different. So, but I could really get into growing snake here as well. But I think I will focus on my Sai and Para, Lurdu, and probably Rex. And I forgot, I have a Tropio too, so probably that as well. Speaking of, we could just jump on our Tropio and check out the rest of the map, because we also can go underwater. Check that out as well. So, pretty soon here we will get fat. There's someone around me here. Honestly, if the chain U's are around me still and they want to steal my food, by all means, go ahead and scavenge. It's okay. Hey, I hear that Rex again. They sounded really far away that time, though. I wonder if they're on the other island. Possibly. They might have followed their herd. That's where the food is, so I don't blame them. I hear Chinyu. Oh, I don't know if my push to talk was working. But that's where the Chinyu is, right there. To the top left of my screen. Or top right. I'm sorry. Don't know my left from right. What is going on with me? He must have got some food up there. I see a little leg. And I'm thinking it's good to feel that maybe I'm the last apex predator on the mainland here, but who knows? Oh, this looks really nice. I love how full this forest is. It's got a great feeling to it. Oh, they're proving us wrong. We're not the only one. That was an acro. Pretty sure the Megaraptors keep checking me out. I think that's what I'm hearing walking around me. Oh, it's getting to be nighttime. Oh, we gotta get a herd posted, guys. No, we might have to do that another day. Baby Double should be waking up any minute now. We've been streaming for 2 hours. That's a long little nap for him. It's about time to get ready for dinner and all that good stuff. Might do a pre-dinner walk with him or something around the around the block maybe. Thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. Take care, and I will see you in the next stream. Have a good day. Bye bye.